Hi everyone. I know some people have had trouble with the textbook work. You're turning it in incomplete. So I wanted to show you how you do it. The simple version of this is that if I assign, let's say, pages 94 through 101, that you actually read those pages and answer all the questions on all of those pages. But some people, instead of reading, are skimming, and instead of answering all of the questions, you're answering some of the questions. And so you're not getting credit for it because it's incomplete. So the way to get credit actually is just to make sure that you complete it. But in case that's confusing and you're not sure how to actually complete it, you can, of course, read your own textbook and write in the textbook or write on your own paper. But if you wanted to use the links that I made, you're welcome to do that. So here's my Aspen webpage. Scroll down. Notice extended learning plan. It would have looked like this. But once I click on the little arrow, it opens. Here are links that I made for you, like day 1, day 2, day 5. I'm going to go ahead and click on day 5. That's going to take you to the textbook for day 5. Basically, I took screenshots of the pages and made little forms where you can enter your answers to the questions. I do want to point out, see where it says extended learning plan? That's actually the instructions for how to do everything for every day. So if you click on the extended learning plan, it just loaded down here. Let's see, extended learning plan. I have really slow internet, so it's going to take a while to come up. But you're going to notice how that has actual instructions. So there it is. If you haven't read this, this is where you're going wrong. So notice the textbook pages are there for day 1, for day 2. Notice day 3, which is Jefferson Lab. It doesn't just say click the link, it has actual instructions. So this page right here is the instructions to complete that Jefferson Lab and actually get credit for it. If you don't follow the instructions, you're not going to get credit. But that's not really what I want to show you right now. What I want to show you right now is how to use these links. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose day 5. So it's basically taking you to the textbook pages, just in case you didn't have your own textbook and you couldn't figure out how to log on to the online textbook. So as long as you're on Aspen, you're able to get to this with no additional need to log on. So, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Trying to make it bigger. All right, there we go. So I'm looking at pages 300 to 311. Notice that is actually 11 pages worth of work. So you need to actually answer all the questions that go with all those pages too. So I'm going to get rid of that little annoying box. Okay, so there is the first page, page 300. I can read it. Notice these questions, you can't actually type into them. This is just a screenshot from the textbook. So I'm going to keep going. There's 301. 302, notice more questions, 303, 304, 305, and there's questions for pages 300 to 305. So you just read those pages, and now you need to answer the questions for those pages. So what block do you have? Science. Choose one. Click on it. What is your last name? Go ahead and type it in, your first name. Here's the questions from those previous pages. So if you were paying attention as you read, you're able to answer these questions. So once you've answered all of them, notice it's taking a while for a picture to load. So I have really slow internet. If you have high-speed internet, this won't be an issue. But I'm just using a mobile hotspot, so it's going to take a while. So we'll pretend that picture loaded and keep going. Once you've answered all these questions, see where it says submit? You're going to submit your answers, and it's going to say, thank you, your results have been submitted. And there's an option there to view results. Make sure you do that. When you submit them, it just means I get your answers and I get your score. But when you view results, you get to see your score. You get to see your answers. Anything that comes up red is something you got wrong. So look at it and see what the right answer should have been so you can learn from it. But notice we've only gotten to page 300 and, what was it, 305. And we need to go all the way to 311. So don't stop here. This is where lots of you have run into trouble. You said, oh, I answered some questions. That must be it. I'm done. Well, you're not, because look, I can see another page. It's right there. So we're going to keep going. There's 306, 307, 308, 309. Here's 310 and there's 311. That is the last page. But notice there's questions here and there's questions there. If there's questions on the pages, you need to answer them. So don't think you're done until you've answered those questions. Look, there it is. If I try to scroll to the side, oh look, there's nothing left. Now I'm done because that's the last page. It's the questions to go with those pages. So go ahead and answer those questions and hit submit. If you just did the first questions or you just answer these questions, that is half of the assignment. I'm not giving you half credit, you're just not getting any credit at all. So if you want the extra credit points for doing, this one is day 5's assignment, you need to answer all of the questions on the page, not just some of them, not just the first set, not just the last set, not just the ones that you feel like. You have to answer all of them and you have to hit submit if you want to get credit. So it is kind of an all or none thing with the credit. You either did all of it or you get no credit if you just did part of it. If you still don't understand, let me know, but I'm hoping this will make it a little more obvious what you're supposed to do. All right, that is it.